Hi ladies and gents, Pond here with another video for Rise of Empires, Ice and Fire. Thank you so much for all your previous likes, comments and subscriptions to the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, why not click on that button and ring the bell so you can get notifications of whenever I'm dropping content on the channel. And now on to the topic of this video. So I'm sorry first off that I haven't done a video for about 10 days, just been really busy in real life and also with just Reign of Chaos, which is actually the topic of this video. I know I did a live stream last Sunday of one of our wars, which wasn't very exciting, unfortunately, but yeah, back with a video today, and the topic is about Reign of Chaos. So we are a few weeks into this SX9 season, which, as you all know, has reverted back to Total War for those of us in states 1 to 136, and this whole piece of video is just basically to talk about my personal opinion on what I prefer in terms of Reign of Chaos. And also I'm interested to hear your thoughts as well, and to that end you'll find on my community page on the channel that I've actually done my first pond poll, and I'm hoping to do more of these in the future. So if you have ideas for pond polls, like whether it's what your favorite hero is or anything kind of like that, I'd be interested for your ideas and just to garner more kind of feel from the community about various topics on Rise of Empires. So this first poll does literally just ask you which is your preferred format for Reign of Chaos, whether it's Total War or Eden. Of course, the results will be open for everyone to see, and I think that's an interesting way to do that, because I know, before this season we had the questionnaires from the developers, but we didn't actually have facts in terms of who gave what answer in terms of what their preference was for Reign of Chaos. So I just thought it'd be good to do this poll. You can literally see the results, and I'm not saying that I will feed it back to the devs. If you want me to, then I can. I do have a contact with one of the community managers, but I'm not sure how much. I don't really think my opinion garners much weight with them, but I just thought it'd be a good idea to potentially do these polls. So there you go. Now on to actual Reign of Chaos this season for us in DIC here in 55. In terms of our season, we're currently ranked 6th. So RYS are dominating our group from state 62. 62, 84 and 85 are way more populated than us in 55. We're putting up as good a fight as we can. We've fought against RYS, I think, 3 times now, and we're going to lose each time. They've got way more power than us, way more dragon gears, etc. We're putting up a decent fight, I have to say, with the knowledge and ability that we have in our team, but we're just not going to beat them. So they've beaten us again. NSA, we fought with them once and they've beaten us as well, and then our other wars we have done okay. We've won some, but against lower ranked alliances. But it is a real challenge. I think this season the biggest thing is about just general player development. If you look at my territory right now, I've got about 50% of my tiles in between my total amount of tiles that I could have. I can have 172 tiles right now, and I've got 88. So and I'm still ranked 8th in my state for influence value. So that's how much we're getting hammered on this tile. So if we go into our central area, zone 4, we've got RYS taking tiles in our state after they first declared war on us. They've spread everywhere. It's a real challenge for them to get tiles in 62 because they have very high activity there. NSA from 84 have got tiles in our state as well. That was part of a friendly agreement between us. And now that leaves very little high-level tiles for players from 55. And this is the real challenge with Total War, is that if you obviously don't have the tiles generating those resources, you can't develop. So I've been lucky, I leveled up very quickly in the first couple of weeks of the season before RYS were invading in our territory, and I've managed to, I'm up to 8,200 loyalty now, so I can take 16s cleanly. That's fine, and I am still trying to increase my loyalty as well, actually, just because there's still a bit of the season to go. But compared to Eden, it is a real struggle. I mean, you can't even get level 14 tiles right now, and we're scrapping with RYS for level 12s and upwards basically. Now that's great for kind of all of the seasonal challenge tasks and everything. So you can see from Reign of Chaos here, I've done a lot. I've just got 25 crumbling mines left, and then I would have done all of the standard ROC tiling tasks. I'm up to the occupy 150 cross-province territories, and this is good. I mean, to be honest, doing this tiling, I kind of actually quite enjoy it. I'm not going to lie. I've been active in all three of my kind of bigger accounts, so my main, Pond Solo, and Maverick as well. And I'm trying to rattle through these tasks as much as I can because they do give honor coin rewards. So you see at this level, taking 150 cross province territories, you're getting 8,000 honor coins. So that's not to be sniffed at. That's a decent amount. I'm up to on the occupy 120 enemy territories. Just got 24 to go on this, and so that level down from the 150, you're getting 6,000 honor coins. So these are okay rewards in terms of the honor coins, and that's going to be really key. This destruction to honor structures, really difficult in my opinion. It's really tough to get honor coins, particularly because a lot of the time you're having friendly agreements with wars or you're surrendering early, and generally people have actually been very good with being respectful and following agreements and things in our group. So I think that's one downside for Total War, is that you really have to be very active to get anywhere close to the amount of honor coins that you would get from a Season X conflict, Eden or any Eden season period. So I would say just strictly on honor coins, Eden's going to win every time. In terms of player development, I think Eden wins again every time. You're really going to be struggling. At least we do have seasonal challenge, which hasn't been too bad. I've been completing most of those quests. I think seasonal challenge is okay, particularly compared to if you're on like a really quiet map where there's no enemies on Eden, then that could be more difficult perhaps. But just in terms of our development, I mean, my honor structures, as I say, I've got 8,200 loyalty, but I've been waiting to do my honor, my frontline workshops, etc. I need to swap over some points in a bit. But I want to do that once I'm at 8,300 loyalty, so I can drop some points off blue right, because I can remove this last 11 points, and I can pop some more into green to get the extra percentage for upgrading both my workshops and then fortresses. But I've only gained a couple of levels this season so far. I'm up to level 111. With the honor structures, it's going to be really tough generating so little resources. It's going to be really tough to be upgrading the fortresses to the max levels this season. It's going to be interesting to see whether I can do that or not. And generally, in my opinion, I think Eden is better, just because obviously both the formats are structured so that you're doing activities on Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. So obviously in Total War, that's having a war on those days. And Eden, that's taking structures. But in terms of consuming time and the amount that the game inconveniences you in your normal life, I think Total War has a bigger impact because we're still doing tiling constantly on all the other days like you would in Eden. And in terms of the Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday wars, you're asking people to be online and active for a solid 2 to 2.5, even 3 hours in one go, and that is definitely more demanding than Eden, where you've got your structure hits staggered through the day, and a structure hit would usually take anything from 20 minutes to even like taking a temple. You should be able to get it done in 40 minutes to an hour. So asking people to give up 3 hours of their day, and particularly when with this 8-hour structure of truce time, 0 to 8 to 16, 16 to 24, almost certainly you're going to be doing a war at reset or +8. Well, just if you look at that for those of us in the UK right now, reset is 2 a.m. in the morning. Who is going to be able to stay up at 2 a.m. and fight till 5 a.m. and then potentially go to work in a couple of hours? And the other option is +8, which is 10 a.m. for those of us in the UK, and also in Europe it's going to be 11 a.m. Russia, I think it's probably 12, 1, 2 p.m. Russia into Asia, it's all like middle of the day stuff where you're going to be at work. how many of us have a role where you can actually get away with being on your phone playing Rise of Empires for 3 hours while you do a total war? I'm pretty sure nearly everyone's boss watching this video is going to see a drop in our productivity, or it's just going to be impossible for you to do that. So for those reasons, I think I do prefer Eden, and I hope that next season we do we are able to go back to Eden, whether it's conflict or a normal Eden season. I think it's been an interesting trial, like doing Reign of Chaos Total War, for those of us in developed states, and it's been interesting to see what happens in terms of strategies with destroyer shouts and people making deals and alliances and allegiances and things. But again, with the rewards as well, I think that's another big negative. All of us playing are going to end up with way less tickets, which for top spenders, even medium spenders like myself with VIP shop, having less of these reward tickets is not such a big impact on us, because we're generating a lot of super recruitment tickets or buying a lot of super recruitment tickets, and you're using those in the seasonal events, of course, and you're still able to accumulate your heroes at a reasonable rate. But for those free-to-play players that are watching this video, or for the super small spenders, Reign of Chaos rewards, whether it's Total War or X Conflict Eden, these are key to your development, being able to pick up like maybe as many as 6 current season tickets to give you that chance to get more heroes, and at least you're guaranteed SX heroes from your rewards as well. And the honor coins as well, you get 100,000 honor coins from those other 2 options, from guild development and from personal development as well. So personal achievements, sorry. So for me, it's been interesting to try it again, but I think most of us are already pretty bored of this constant battle for tiles in Zone 4 in the middle of our map, and the fact that none of us are progressing as much as before, and the fact that this really does hamper the progression of the free-to-play players and smaller spenders in our alliance as well. I'd say I'd be happy to go back to Eden tomorrow, to be honest. So there we go, guys. That was just a kind of conversation piece from me on the gameplay from this season. So I hope you found the video interesting. I didn't want to go on too much about it. I think I've covered all the main points, and I'll be interested to hear everyone's thoughts by doing that poll. So I'd be really grateful if you could share the poll in all of your chats and groups, just to get as much feedback and responses as possible. I think the more responses we get, the better a review or a feeling we're going to get in terms of what everyone is thinking from this season. And if you could please as well share this video and my channel, of course, in your Alliance chat, Province chat, and through Line, WhatsApp, Viber, Discord, whatever you use to communicate with your fellow players in the game. That would be very much appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. That's it for now, and I'll see you soon.